Hello, welcome to another episode of Decorating My Cloud Island with me. Today I'm going to be doing this under this little cave walkway that goes underneath these tree roots, and it's all like mossy and overgrown, and it's so much fun to design. So come along with me while I build this walkway. So this is the area to start with. Before I've decorated it, I've dug it out a little bit, and now I'm just going to replace the dirt, gravel in the water to help make it look a little bit better. So just replacing the dirt with grass blocks and just getting the basic area the way I want it to look. Not focusing too much on the details, just getting the layout right. So here I am putting in some roots for this tree. This bit in the middle is going to be like the trunk of a massive tree, and then I've just got the roots going down around the pathway. I'm going to put in some moss blocks because I think it looks a bit nicer than the dirt, and I want it to look all green and lush, so I thought I'll try moss blocks instead of stone. I'm going to put some trees around. I'm putting them around the walkway because it was bothering me walking down this walkway and having no trees there, so I've just added them a little bit to make it even on both sides, and just adding some decorations, some flowers and hedges, and making it look nice and pretty. It's fairly simple to get an overgrown look, using lots of different flowers, and also the hedges, and adding rocks and things. It's quite simple to get that beautiful flowery garden look. Here I am just changing some of the grass to moss around the edge of the pond. It just looks nicer, I think, along the water's edge, to have, instead of having the line of green and then the dirt under it, having the moss block. The only thing that is a bit annoying is the difference between the moss block and the grass. But that difference is easy to cover up when you put flowers and different plants on it. It's not as noticeable. Just cleaning up around the area. I didn't like that edge of gravel under the water because it was quite straight, so I thought I'd just make a little bit of variation in it. I'm putting in some rocks to just change the bottom so it's not just a flat bottom, and also like a little grass looks like seagrass or algae, growing under the water. I do have to be careful not to drown myself in the water. I have a really bad habit of doing that. Not paying attention to being underwater when I'm placing things underwater. Adding some duckweed. Got some flowering ones this time, so that's nice. I like the flowering ones, they look so pretty. I was not expecting to have this one pop out yet. It's Ligoo. I wasn't expecting that the grass underwater to be counted as a habitat. I thought that to have hydrated grass it had to be on the land, but no, I learned something when I was doing this, that the hydrated grass could work as a habitat underwater. Some more trees in. It makes a big difference when you get the trees in because they just add that different height. And another one. Oh, he loves the water. He's a cool one. I like him. I wonder if he'll swim up my waterfall. Again, not expecting to have gotten any of them to come while I was trying to still decorate the area. always good to get the trees in, and just helps to get the feel of the area better once the trees are in place. Adding boulders and flowers just makes it so lush and beautiful. Trying to mix up the different flower colours so it's not all just one type. I love these little blue ones, and they go well with the little pink ones. I've got the pink one, the wildflower is my main flower for my island, and then the blue ones are the ones that spawn sometimes. They go nicely with these ones. And these, I love these spiky ones. The white ones especially. I don't have many of those. Haven't 3D printed any yet. I've only gotten ones that I've been given by Pokemon, but I'm running out of these white ones. Trying to mix up the different heights. The spiky ones look really nice behind the more flat ones in front, so give different height variations. And then adding bits of grass around just to make it look more lush and not have as many empty spaces. Empty spaces are okay, just I like to fill it up pretty well, especially on the moss blocks themselves. They need to have something on all of the ones around the edge, otherwise you can see that line. I love these glowing mushrooms, the way they look at night time, and they do the little fireflies, and I love them when you put them in the water. It helps make it sort of just that little glowiness, and then the little fireflies sort of sparkle above the water. It's beautiful. Just keep adding more and more plants in, just make it look really lush and lots of flowers. And some more of the little glowing mushrooms, and just placing them randomly around just so that we get sort of the firefly effect around the whole pond. And some more driftwood. Look really nice in the water, and also underneath the trees. Not too many, but they do look really nice. They just give that little extra effect and makes it look more like a forest, you know. Now to sort out the cave part. So I looked at this and figured, no, it needs to be wider. It's still too narrow in this section, otherwise I can't have many plants under here. I'll run out of room, so I decided to make this area a little bit bigger and just see how I go. And I do keep adjusting it for a bit because it just doesn't look quite right. I also wanted to dig out this area behind this tree because it needed to be a bit more open. Top area will be decorated properly later in another episode when I work on that tree. And digging this out again just a bit more, make it more wider, and then I had a realization that I could make the walkway go underneath this root instead of on the other side of the root, and I was like, that'll work. So I decided to dig it out a bit more, switch to rock smash because it's a lot quicker than magnet rise. And I was like, definitely like the way that looks more open, but still going underneath the roots. And then I had to do all this moss part again. This magnet rise makes replacing the blocks so much quicker than having to actually break them and then place them down. this is going to have a little walkway path going down to Smearguru's little house there. I think you'll love it. It's a little path down to the beach. I like to put Smearguru into one of those houses, because if I need to find him, he's always going to be either in the house or wandering around nearby, whereas otherwise you have to use honey on their habitat to get them to come if they haven't been spawned, because they only have so many Pokemon allowed to be there loaded, so if they're just in a random habitat they aren't actually able to be found. You have to use honey on the habitat to get them to sort of load. So yeah, with the ones that I want to know where they are, I can put them in those sorts of houses, and those houses are pretty cute too, especially the ones from the beach area. I love those ones. Just adding little flowers in the walkway and just seeing what works, and thought, oh, these little nooks I could add and put some mushrooms in them and make more glowiness. I'm going to need to get some more of those mushrooms. I use them everywhere. I will dig out that dirt on the other side of the path soon. At some point too. Just going to be doing the stepping stones, making sure I sort of switch which angle they're on. At some point I'm going to change the way the actual stairs look leading up into the area, because I don't like that wood look, the hardwood look. I think I'm going to change that a little bit, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do. Maybe I might put moss blocks underneath it. We'll see. Going to dig out this dirt at some point, but for now it's just there because I just wanted to get this walkway part done. So I need another mushroom in there. Need a little bit more light. Doing some vines. There's two ways to do it. You can do it using leafage, power it up, and holding the button down to get the vines to become that type, or you can put them on a rock or dirt elsewhere and then harvest them with magnet rise so that you can place them easier. So I do a mix of both. So if you see with magnet rise, if you hold Y, you can pick it up, but you've got to make sure you don't get the block behind it. And see how easy it is to be able to place it with magnet rise, especially on higher blocks or ones that you need to be out in the air to sort of position it so that it doesn't block the placement of other vines, because if you want the vines to hang down, they can't be where the other type of vines are blocking that block square. I don't know if that makes sense, because the block of vines, not the hanging ones, they stop anything from being able to be put in front of it. But if you position those vines from the side, you can still hang the vines or put other things in front of it, but you've got to just make sure that the angle is correct. And here we go, we got the final little walkway. I'm loving how this turned out. I love this little waterfall. I think this looks really cute, overgrown. I love the vines hanging down. I think it's beautiful. Can't wait to have this sort of set up to go down to this little beach hut, make a little beachy area. this little pond looks so much nicer now as well. It doesn't take much to just, you know, make it look nice rather than just the plain gravel pond that it was before. I'm going to magnetize and give more of an overview. So here's the wooden walkway from the first one. You can see how they all sort of go together. The sunken garden, and then going around to the lake and the spot where the tree is going to be. I wonder who else will spawn on these duckweeds. Bet you anything, next time I come back there's going to be some more Pokemon trying to live in the duckweeds. Oh, I love it. This is perfect. This is what I was imagining. It's always good when you can make something and it turns out how you want it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. See ya!